You getting 1188? You getting 1188? 1188? Yeah. Let me see your booking paper real quick. Okay. So I do have your keys for you. Black handbook, remote controls inside. I'll show you where that when we get there. We're checking the roof. No tire hub damage. As far as our windshield, when we get back to the front and look at it from the outside, it's gonna be the passenger. This gonna be the driver. What that is, you can see any nicks, cracks, chip marks, whatever. Put your little line dot on that particular side you see it on. Yes, sir. And we show you where your supplies are at. All right. So in here you got your water hose, water pressure regulator, your sewer hose, this your power cord with your little 110 adapter on there, where your little 50 to a 30 adapter on it. Now, where you gonna be at? You gonna be at an RV park? You gonna have full hookup, dry camping, or what?
Full hookup at a camping site.
So you will be at an RV site?
Yes.
Okay. As far as your water hose, water pressure regulator, you would bring it and you would hook it in right down here. And then you run the other end to their spigot. That way you'd be using their water pressure while you're at the park. And you would flip your handle here to the city. So this here go down to 6 o'clock. You put this down to 6 o'clock when you get to the city hookup. Then when y'all get ready to leave or go or whatever, turn it back to 3 o'clock. That way while y'all on the road, you have water for the toilet, sink, stuff like that. How far out y'all going? Oh, right down the way?
Yes, sir.
I doubt you need to refill the fresh water tank, but if so, I'll show you where to refill it on the other side.
Yes,
that way you got water here while y'all on the road. Yes, okay? And as far as your sewer hose, you will bring it, of course take the cap off, run it under here, clamp it on here, and then run it to the little dump station. Then you open your handles. Black is your toilet, gray is your sink shower. That way as y'all showering, using the restroom and stuff, everything just flows out while y'all at the park.
Understood.
And then when you're done, close the valves back in, take your hose off, put your hose away, and cap it back off. Yeah, just straight pull out, yes, just pull it straight out. Now, basically what it is, you can make a notation of pre-existing scratches, nicks, dings, stuff like that. A lot of stuff, these things you're already aware of, but if you want to write it down for your documentation, you can. And while you're doing that, I'll be doing a video, explain more to you as we go along here and stuff. And a quick picture, bam. All right, we're gonna start in the back here, make our way around. So what's going on now? You said Victoria?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Is it a little getaway or what?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I heard a lot of these spots is crowded and sold out this last week or so. Now if you're gonna write down them scratches, those are considered like tree scratches. Yeah, so you just put like tree scratches, P/S, which is for your passenger side. This is just electronics up in here, nothing to worry about in here. That's just your house batteries. Now when y'all leaving going out? Now at your house. Are you in a house or apartment? Now you got somewhere you can plug this into a 110 overnight? They're just on a regular 110 outlet.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, that way it keeps this refrigerator cold for you, and it keeps the batteries charged.
Okay.
That way y'all putting a beer, wine, soda in the refrigerator, it'll be cold for you overnight and stuff. Yeah, it's a regular extension cord. I'll get the adapters for you. I need a 110 adapter. Go ahead. Which one? Oh, right at the front, right there on the wall, with the yellow holes on that reel. Yeah, so you can just like back the 110 adapter, the little black one. Now you got like a little outside TV, in case y'all out there chilling, want to watch a little, little TV outside or something. As far as your fresh water, this is where you will refill the fresh water. But since you're just going down the road, I doubt if you're going to use all that on your road trip. But you say you're going to be on city hookup at the park, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you need to refill it, that's where you will refill it, fresh water tank for your road trip. It's basically 75 gallons, so I doubt y'all will use that much between here and there. And this is just a continuation, slide through. And to open this one here, pull that little string right there. So when it's closed like that, close it, then just pull that, yes. That tray, it does slide across. Just pull that little handle and it slides over and stuff. You can go either way. As far as your fuel, you can fill up this thing with diesel on either side. But if you have to get DEF, you can do it on the other side too. Because you can do it this side or fill up on the other side over there.
This one has it on either side?
Diesels, yeah. That's on diesels only, not regular gas, yeah. Go ahead. As far as
you said gas?
yeah, you can fill up on this side or on the other side, which I'll show you. Because if you have to get DEF, might as well do it all at one side. Because that DEF container is on that side. But I'll show you what that when we get to it. Just another little storage compartment. You want to note this fog light. You want to know that the lens is cracked if you just want to note it. And windshield look pretty good. I don't see no spider cracks. We would tell once we get inside though. Oh, there you go. Why are you looking at me, man? All right, as far as your DEF or the fuel, you can fill it up right here. Now I'll show you. Whenever the DEF is what goes into your this additive back here. But this could be the diesel up here. So if you have to get DEF, I'm gonna show you where you can fill up in the back. And normally you can get that at the same truck stops where the trucks fill up at, or you just buy you a box like inside of an auto parts store or inside the store. You just get like one box you can pour it in instead of going over there with the 18 wheelers and stuff. Because they lines be kind of long sometimes. All right, over here. Propane. It's propane for your hot water heating your stove. Whatever you use. You don't have to feel nothing to bring it back. But if you have to get more, normally truck stops carries propane. Even some RV parks sell propane too. So that's your propane. You don't have to fill nothing up. Whatever you use. So once again, your water hose, water pressure regulator, and your sewer hose. This door works the same way. To open it, pull that this little string on the inside, and it'll open up for you. And we're just waiting on the cover to come in. Kind of way it got knocked off. It's a dryer cover.
Oh, dryer?
So they're waiting on a new cover to come in for it. Excusez-moi. Alright, so once again, your city hookup, just run the hose through that little opening down there, screw it on there, run the other end to their spigot, flip your knob down to 6 o'clock for city fixtures. That way while you're at the RV park, you have pressure. But after y'all finish there, turn it back to 3 o'clock. That way, you know, in case anybody want to wash their hands, use the restroom while you're on a road trip. So 3 and 6. And once again, run the sewer hose underneath, take the cap off, screw it on, run the other end to the little dump port. Then you open the handles. Okay? When you're done, push the handles back, hose off, put it away, and cap it back off. I got 5 on it, messing it in the wheel. Already did that. Yeah, you always video jacks, trailers or coaches, because they can go out and come back bent. So always video them. Okay, right here, this your depth. Like I said, it's an additive that mixes in with your fuel. I'll show you where to gauge it inside. That way you know if you need to get some. So you don't have to refill that to bring it back, as long as you can refill your fuel tank though. And it just mixes in. With you just going down the road, I doubt if it's going to burn that much. I doubt it's going to burn that much, but just in case, this is where you would put the depth blue. And this is where you would screw your power cord into. Now, at the park, you know if you already have a 50 or a 30 amp hookup. Both? Okay. So if you are able to go both, that's 30, which means you can only run one AC. But if you can go 50, take it apart from this, then you can run both ACs on that 50.
Take it apart from this adapter?
Yeah. So 50, you would go both ACs, 30, you can only run one.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Yeah, regular 110. Now at your house, put that on here tonight. Put this onto a regular cord. That way it keeps the refrigerator and everything cold for you tonight. Okay? Alright, we can head inside now. Oh, you good. We can just reverse it, put an arrow or whatever. Alright, we can head inside now. Yeah, you go ahead. To operate these slides, engine on. So engine on to operate the slides. And I'm gonna go over this panel with you in a few, but let me just slide by here real quick. You good right there, you good. And when you do open and close them, make sure somebody's sitting down on those.
Okay.
The engine on to operate the slides. Come on, slowpoke. You know it's flush when it gets straight all the way against the wall. Also, if you got that seat leaned back while you're driving, make sure you lean it back up some so it don't rub and scratch like that. All right, we can start up here. How many sleeping in? 3, okay. There's another little sleeping area up top here if need be. Pull these pins out first, and your up and down is right over here. Engine off to operate it. Make sure you pull the pins out first. Got like a little ladder if you got shorties, put here, that way you can climb up. Then hit the up button to send it back up. You don't get thing to fall on you. You don't want to get knocked out with it. Then once you get it all the way back up, put your pins back in that hole. Bam. 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 Okay. And as far as with your blinds, just slide them up and down with your hands. Like a little laptop eating type tray over here or whatever. You got the old school cigarette type charger plugs. Alright. This thing is basically like driving an oversized U-Haul truck. Your best friend of this thing is your mirrors. When you're making them right turns, just make sure you do swing wide. Exactly. That way that back end won't hit the curves. Yes, when you're leaving gas stations, clear the pumps first before you decide you want to swing it. That way you won't hit that back end. You're good at going underneath the covers of gas stations. You're good on overpasses, underpasses on freeways. Just can't do no drive-throughs. Alright. You got the old school cigarette type charger plugs. Or you got the USB. Where you at? Or the USB plugs. Your AC controls are right there. You do have turn signal cameras as well as a backup camera. Your emergency flashes on top here. Not on the side, my bad. Emergency flashes are right over here. So that's where emergency flashes at if need be. The gear shift is basically like a Mercedes or BMW. Yes. Within the signal here, drive is forward, reverse is downward, and as far as parking, you see it's no P. So neutral is your park. So when you get to the house, put in neutral, pull your air brakes, which is down low there, and then you would turn the engine off. Okay. Then when you're ready to go, just put it in drive, you're good.
So you don't have to push the air brakes in when you pull out?
Yeah, you got to push them in, yeah. You always got to push them in when you go, pull them out when you stop. Not stop every time, but when you park and getting it out of it. To adjust your steering wheel, there's a little pedal right here. Step on it, it adjusts for you. Now you got two gauges here. The fuel is on the left, that's your depth. Okay. This is the depth, this is your fuel over here. Your vents and stuff like that. Your lights are right here. Mirror controls are here. Your wipers, if need be. There's a little signal over here. If you need the fluid, just push the little button in on the side right there if you need the fluids. Okay. You just push it all the way back down and turn them off. Okay. Mirror heaters. That's basic for winter time, to get the condensation out the mirrors. Auxiliary start. What that is, in case the engine or generator don't start on you, hold that button in. Start the engine at the same time. Or hold that button in, start the generator at the same time. It kicks off your house batteries down below. So that's auxiliary start switch right there. Yeah, the start only if you have any dead batteries. Okay. Yeah, if the battery don't start for you, the coach don't start. And your dock lights, that's outside on the rear. Your dome light over here, right here. Your night shade. So when you get to the RV part, you can let this down. That way nobody will look in, see the party, see what's going on or whatever. With the engine off, it goes all the way down. But the ones on the side, you pull down manual. That way nobody will be able to look in or nothing. The dash fans. And this is where you start and stop the generator at, which I will start for you before I let you go. That way you see if the generator does work. It's got a little regular Toyota horn, don't have no air horn on it. Over here, it's your jacks. Oh, as far as your seats, the controls are on the side, or it's sliding up and back. It's on your left-hand side.
You say jets on that side?
No, what you call it, for your seat. But as far as your jacks, that's underneath, if you want to get there and you get situated, engine on, of course your emergency brakes on. Hit off on right here. Sometimes this wait button will flash. If it does, just wait for it to go out. But to send the jacks down, you will hit auto. So you got to play with it a little bit, get a light up right there. But auto sends the jacks down, it's going to level itself out, nothing to do. So like the engine on, hit off on, then you would hit auto, it's going to level itself out. Once they're down and done, it would just be highlighted jacks down. So when y'all get ready to leave, same procedure, engine on, hit off on, but retract. Retract brings them up. Okay? Once they do come all up, you might have one or two of these little corners that might flash. If so, it's nothing to worry about. It's just the sensors on that particular jack is wore out. So, but I still tell my customers to go outside to look to make sure they are all the way up though. Yeah. But if they had that one little flash, nothing to worry about on that. Yep. You said just 3, huh? There's another little sleeping area if need be. And the way it is, and on your TVs, we're getting local channels only. Oh, right up in here. It's just lighting for this area here, but your bed is right in there too if you go use it. But say, as far as this bed here, it's a little handle underneath. Flip it to 9 o'clock. Then you will push this bed down. It will sit on these little wedges right here. And then you will use the cushions on top for the support. And then when you're done, lift it back up, lock it back at 3 o'clock. It's a little bar under there, lock it at 3. And that way it's sturdy. Yeah, in case y'all playing dominoes, cards, or whatever, it's sturdy. Little pantry area up in here. Cabinet space up underneath the sink here. Your microwave up here. And y'all gonna be cooking in, grilling out, maybe a little bit of both. Okay, if you decide to use this, you have to actually have your pot on this thing for it to activate. Okay. Yeah, right. And your power button is right over here on the side. It's your little power button to highlight it. That's where you would turn them on that. Then you would hit your temperature. You know, whatever you want your temperature to be. Yes, sir. But you have to have the actual pot on here for them to work. Right in here is like the ceiling lights, the water pump. So while you're on the road, dry camping with no hookup at all, water pump must be on. Okay. No kitchen, what's that? Oh, the kitchen oven. Light over for the oven. Sofa light, which is over here behind us.
When it's on, it's going to be lit up as it's being on?
Actually, it is a little light in there. Yeah. And this is for your vents up top. For the little vents that lift up automatically. Refrigerator, freezer. Like I said, when you get home this evening, just plug it up. That way it keeps this thing cold. That way as you loading the beer and all that stuff up in there tonight, it'll be good and cold for you in the morning. More little pantry space. Just unhook that, they slide out. And then here's wash and dryer, which is deactivated. They have the owners to disable them. So this is a little wash and dryer they have in here, but they're not working though. First time getting one of these, or? Oh, okay. They're about the best way to go to diesels. I prefer those over the gas. Little emergency exit right there. And once again with your blinds up and down your hand. Now you got a solar underneath too. If you just want to have that down like during the daytime, You can set it down at day, but nighttime you can pull down the other one. Yeah. And this is for the TV back here in the rear. There we go. Either remote will work on your TVs because they're the same brands. Yeah, same thing over here. You know, like a little light panel. You want to do the vanity light under here? Just push vanity. Yeah, so same little light panel here. As far as your privacy door, for sleeping wise or whatever, just push this down, slide it across, it'll latch for you at nighttime. That scratch mark on there. Then you just slide it back, you lock in place. Down below here, like some propane, oh actually no, under here. Circuit breaker panel. Breakers, fuses, everything's located right there. So that's your circuit breaker panel. Your propane alarm, in case you have any propane leaks, it is a little reset button that you will push to reset itself. So that's your propane alarm. Then you come on this side. We do send you out 4 rolls of tissue, 2 bottles of chemicals. That tissues are 1 or 2 ply only. They ask that you do not put napkins, paper towels, baby wipes into the toilet because the line being so small it clogs it up. If you have to get more, normally Walmart, Truck Stop, Walgreens, places like that carries those products. You don't have to replace nothing, bring it back. Whatever you use, you use. Yeah, I like this tissue or something like. Let GFI reset. In case any of your wall outlets don't work, it's going to be the little reset button there to restore the power to your outlets. Hot water heater. This way we turn the hot water heater on at right here. Adjust your temperature right over here, however hot you want to get it. And it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for a hot water heater to normally get hot. You can't do the long at home showers like we're accustomed to doing. You have to do like basically 4 to 5 minute showers because that water will get cold. It'll get lukewarm kind of quick. And you got your light panels in here. You can do the water pump here also to turn it on. So you can turn the water pump on here or turn it on over there. But once you turn it on while you're on a road trip, you're good. When we get to the RV park, turn it off. But you'll be using their water pressure then. Okay? So we'll do it like that.
What does it indicate if it's on or off?
I don't even say. So I'll actually just hit it. Yeah. But when you get there, just push it again, then just turn that on, and that way you know it's off then. How long y'all got it for? Oh, they didn't tell you it was a 7-day minimum? Oh, no. You gotta get back to work, huh? Oh, that's right. They're already taxing you enough on this. Alright, this is your control panel here. And the way this thing works, you just tap it. So that's your home screen. You can do all the lights from here, or you can say do them all from here. Why are you reading 0, man? You lying. It's got water. It's water in, I know it is. But this is where you would check your levels at. Like fresh water, gray tank, black tank. You can do the water pump from here too. But once you get to the park to hook up on city, turn it off. Okay. And don't forget the hot water is in the bathroom there. Just turn that on. What's in here? Nothing. This is lights once again. This your AC. So select tomorrow, y'all get ready to roll out. The way this AC works, you will power up first. When I say power up first, I mean turn your generator on. Then if you do need the air, come in here, hit cool, hit high for it to kick in, and you can adjust your temperature over here.
Okay, you can ride with the generator on?
Oh yeah, it runs off the same fuel. Yeah, you have to have that on in case you need TV, microwave, your air, stuff like that. You have to have that generator on. It burns out the same fuel line. There's no separate tank to fill up. And for as the back one, same thing. Cool, high. But I can't run it too long on a 30 on both generators. I'm just showing that they do both work. But if I was on a 50, I can run them both. But I'm on a 30, I can only run one. So off, turns it off. Hit your cool again. Now, if any reason it gets cold, you're gonna need some heat this weekend. You bring this, turn the cool off. Come to auto, but you hit furnace, and we should hear it kick on here in a minute. Kick the temperature up. It just kicked in. A little indicator. That's your furnace. And it should come out of the floors right down here. I hear it going. Yeah, so that's your furnace right there. So, bump you down, it's off. Go back to cool.
I have to manually cut off the generators each time.
No, I'm gonna show you that switch. It's up there. Actually, it's that one on the dash I showed you.
So if I cut the car off, cut the switch, it's not gonna.
It'll still run.
It's still
Yeah, it'll still run with the engine off.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but to cut it off, I have to cut it off here.
Yeah, cut it off and on your switch. Yeah, off and on your switch. Now, when y'all do get to the part, and you got your air or furnace going, you turn these off first. Then turn your generator off. Go outside, plug up at the part, come back in and turn these on. It's just the way we reverse the operation.
Right.
Just reverse the operation of them, that's it. Okay?
Like I said, when I again, just to reiterate,
Mhm.
when I plug up tonight, cut the generators on.
No, the generator be off.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't need the generator on. No. You just go plug up.
Okay.
Just go keep the batteries going, keep that refrigerator cold.
Okay.
So you don't need no generator on to do that. No. Yeah. It's just like little overhead vents. Nothing to worry about there. Your slides. So it's gonna say that. Just tap it. This is for the front, which is your driver side. Extend sends it out. Retract brings it in. Same thing for the bed slide. Extend sends it out. Retract brings it in. Just make sure somebody's sitting down on those when you do operate them. Just do the weight gear balance on them. And let's see, little DVD player up in there. And once again, with your blinds, just slide them up and down with your hands and stuff. This one and your main one. Yeah, because this doesn't turn into a bed. Right. Alright, over here, your little panel. So basically just the lights, same thing as these other ones. Your lights, all this and that. But this is for your awnings. Now if you need the awning, engine off, but make sure it's not windy out there. Make sure it's not windy before you operate these. Because you don't want that wind getting hold to it, get the flapping and stuff. And then retract, brings it back in. I don't know what the hell this one's for. It's crazy. But it's your battery disconnect. This must stay on the whole time while y'all in the coach, dry camping, even plugged up at the park. This will allow you to have full power of everything. So even at night when you plug up at the house, leave it on. Only time you would turn this off if y'all was to say go sightseeing to a movie. You gonna be on no power at all for over 2 hours, then you would turn it off. But just going into Wally World for a hot 30 minutes, you can leave it on, ain't gonna kill nothing. Okay? I think that's it up in here. Let me go up top and get my roof. I'll be right back down. Alrighty?